Sarah and Chris had always dreamed of a little place to call their own. When they stumbled upon the charming two-story house on Crestfield Lane, they couldn't believe their luck. It was quaint, nestled amongst towering oaks, and had a wraparound porch that seemed to whisper promises of peaceful mornings and cozy nights. However, from the moment they moved in, the atmosphere felt off. There was a chill to the air even at midday, and a sort of static that raised the hairs on the back of their necks. Dismissing this as the usual adjustment period of relocating to a new home, they settled in. The first night was when things took a turn. It was a pitch-black night, the moon hidden behind thick clouds, the silence only broken by the rustle of leaves. As they lay in their new bedroom, an unsettling sound filtered through the walls, a mix of laughter and screams. Chris jolted upright, heart pounding. "Did you hear that?" he whispered, reaching out to Sarah, whose eyes were wide with fear. "Yes," she replied, her voice a mere breath above a whisper. "What was that?" They listened, straining to catch the eerie crescendo, but it faded into the silence. In the days that followed, the occurrences intensified. Doors would creak open of their own accord, a playful yet sinister invitation into shadowy hallways. Lights flickered erratically, as though the electrical system was conducting a mini-storm. And then always, the house filled with that same disturbing mixture of laughter and screams, rising to a fever pitch at the stroke of midnight. Desperate for answers, Sarah and Chris decided to investigate the history of their new home. Their search led them to the town's historical society, where a grizzled old man recounted a local legend. "Back in the late 1800s, he explained, this place was the site of a disastrous theater performance. They say the actors fell under some curse. During the final act, the stage collapsed, trapping the whole troupe inside. Their spirits have never left." Armed with this unsettling knowledge, Sarah and Chris returned home, determined to confront whatever residue of the past clawed at their new life. That night, they sat side by side in the living room, a circle of candles casting flickering shadows. They spoke aloud, reaching out to the spirits within. "We live here now, and we mean no harm. Tell us what you want, so we may help you find peace." The temperature dropped noticeably, their breath visible. The lights surged with energy before exploding in an array of colors, comparable to a grand final bow. Finally, the laughter and screams erupted around them in a cacophony that crescendoed. Then, nothing. Silence. A heavy, blessed quiet laid over the house. From that night onward, the house was different. Quiet. The air was warmer, like exhalation after holding breath too long. The couple embraced their home, understanding that their initial fright was simply residual echoes of a past tragedy. Even the haunting felt new, a connection to the human stories that preceded them, adding a whisper of mystery to the comforting walls of what was now truly their home. Like, subscribe, comment.